Hey pilgrims, how are you? My name's Alice, and I am going to be teaching you everything that I wish I would have known before I walked the Camino de Santiago in 2017. I'm not going to tell you what to do. Everybody walks their own unique Camino. It's your journey. I'm going to tell you what I did, all the mistakes that I made, all the things that I got right, and maybe you can get a little bit of something out of that and it will help you prepare. I thought that I had prepared for the Camino, but really the Camino prepares you once you get there. They say you could train for the Camino or let the Camino train you. It definitely trained me, but being the planner that I am, I still wanted to go prepared. So I'm going to tell you the first things that I did, the top 3 things that I did to prepare for the Camino. And then over the course of this video series, you're going to learn everything: gear, money, etiquette, what to do if you get lost, what if you get someplace and they don't have a bed for the night, what if you get hurt, what if you need medicine, anything that you possibly want to know. I'm going to teach you from my experiences and maybe you might learn a little bit. So let's go ahead and get started, and I'll tell you starting from number 1. Okay, number 1. The first thing that I did was order this guidebook. This guidebook is kind of like the Camino Bible. It's written by a guy named John Beerley. Everybody knows him. It's sort of the definitive source. Mine is very battered and torn. This came on the Camino with me. Yes, I carried this with me and I'm glad that I did because I used it every single day. It's been taped with some sort of, like, I don't know, medical tape. I did tear some pages out of it that I didn't need, and I am so thankful that I studied this and I had it with me. I used to read this every single night before bed and just study the stages and imagine what it would be like. But there's also some mistakes that I made, actually big mistakes, that I will teach you about in some other videos. So the first thing I did was order this book. Many out there, there's many Camino planners. This one to me was the best one, and I'm glad that I got it. Second thing that I did is I joined this organization on Facebook. It's called American Pilgrims on Camino. So I joined the Facebook group and I joined the official group. I paid $50 to join for 1 year, and I'm glad that I did. It's kind of expensive for a group. I got this patch, and I put this patch on my backpack. As you can see, I've torn it off, and I am very glad that I did because there's some things that I learned in that group that I wouldn't have just garnered from the internet or watching YouTube videos or reading. I got a lot of information. Also, if you put this patch on your pack, it identifies you as an American, which is good because not everybody speaks English, and it makes you kind of part of a community. You can fellowship with these people, they'll find you. It's a good way to identify yourself. It's comfort. You know, I would see these patches sometimes and I knew right away that they spoke English and that they were in the same boat as me. So I joined the Facebook group, read it every night religiously. I really started to follow a lot of people's journeys, and I even posted a few times for advice and got amazing feedback. It's a really good, positive group to join. American Pilgrims on Camino. It's the Facebook group. Third thing that I did is on this group that I joined, that I paid $50 for, underneath all the resources, I printed out a list of albergues. This is dated because I did my Camino in 2017. I'm filming this in May of 2020, and obviously things have changed. Some of the albergues are still gonna be there. They've been there since ancient times and they're gonna be there now. I'm so glad that I studied this. It gave me an idea of what's out there. But the most important thing is it gave me a sense of security that no matter what, I was gonna find a room for the night. I don't camp. They don't really encourage camping on the Camino. It's not set up for that. There's not outside camping facilities. Now, there are people that are camping. There are people that will throw their bag down and just sleep right on the trail, get up the next morning and start walking. You'll see that, but very rarely, not very often. So it's a great spreadsheet. It tells you who has Wi-Fi. It tells you if there's laundry facilities. It tells you the distance to the next village in case this albergue is full. Little hint, I never once had a problem finding a bed. There was always one available, and I was there in June and July, heavy traffic months. So I always had some place to stay, and I'm glad that I downloaded this. I didn't take it with me because I didn't need it, but it was good to have. So those are the 3 things that I did in preparation for my Camino. It took me 2 years to prepare for this. I am not a hiker. I've never been hiking until I did the Camino, and I pretty much haven't been hiking since. I do want to tell you that this is not a walk. I thought it was going to be a walk. I thought I was going to be walking every day like I do on the trails in the neighborhoods around my house. It's not like that. It is a hike, and it is difficult, and it is a beautiful, beautiful experience. So hopefully you will tune into my other videos, and I will share with you everything that I know. So in the meantime, buen camino, pilgrims.